Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into something that will make your English sound so much more fluent and natural. We're talking about healthy lifestyle collocations. You know that feeling you get sometimes where you know all the right words, you've got the grammar down, but when you actually put it all together, something just feels a little off, like you don't quite sound like a native speaker. Well, you're not alone, and believe me, there's a really simple fix for it. Okay, let's look at a classic example. Quick and fast mean pretty much the same thing, don't they? But here's the thing. A native speaker would never say, I'm getting some quick food. They'd always say fast food. And this isn't about grammar, it's about word partners.
And this little secret weapon, it actually has a name: collocations. Honestly, getting the hang of these is one of the fastest ways to totally level up your English and feel way more confident when you speak.
So what is a collocation really? Well, think of them like words that are old friends. They just naturally hang out together all the time. Learning these pairs, like fast food, helps your brain stop translating every single word and start thinking in these natural English chunks.
So today, we're going to build a really practical toolkit of these collocations. And we're going to focus on a topic we all talk about: healthy living. By the time we're done here, you'll be able to chat about your diet, exercise, and well-being like it's second nature.
All right, first up, food. What's so cool here is how specific verbs just lock in with certain phrases. For instance, you don't just eat good food, you eat a balanced diet. You don't just eat less bad food, you cut down on junk food. And you wouldn't say you missed breakfast, you'd say you skipped a meal. Can you hear how much more specific and natural that sounds?
Now let's move on to exercise. Same idea. You wouldn't really say, I want to become fit, right? A native speaker would say, I want to get in shape. It's just a super common phrase. And instead of a long explanation like, I try not to sit all day, you can just say, I try to stay active. These little swaps make a massive difference.
And of course, a healthy lifestyle isn't just about your body, it's about your mind too. Notice how we get enough sleep or we take a break. Here's a huge one for modern life: stress. You might be tempted to say, make my stress smaller, but the natural perfect collocation is to reduce stress. It's so much cleaner and it's exactly what you'll hear.
Okay, you're doing awesome. Now, I've got a little pro tip for you. This is something that trips up so many English learners. When you talk about sports and exercise, how do you know if you should use do, play, or go? Don't worry, there's a rule for that. And here it is, broken down nice and simple. You play sports that use a ball or where you're on a team, like you play tennis or play football. You go with activities that end in ing, like you go swimming or go running. And you do exercises that are more solo or martial arts, like you do yoga or do karate. Pretty straightforward when you see it like this, isn't it?
Okay, so if you take away just one thing from all of this, please let it be this. The number one most common mistake is saying make exercise. I know it's a direct translation from a lot of languages, but in English, you always do exercise. You do yoga. Please never make it.
So look at what we've just done. We figured out what collocations are, we packed our toolkit with all these phrases for diet, exercise, and wellness, and we even mastered that do, play, go rule. Now there's only one thing left to do, and that's for you to actually start using them. So I want you to think about it right now. Which one are you going to use first? Are you going to tell someone you need to get enough sleep tonight? Or maybe that you're planning to cut down on junk food this week? Pick one, say it out loud, and let's get you sounding more natural today.